What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Yes, this is Bali, and yes, I am wearing a hoodie in peak daylight. I believe I am sick at the moment, but that's not going to hold me back from recording this market update. Anyways, the trade from yesterday ended up being a resounding success, and once more an example of why we trade the system, or rather, we trade what the system's telling us rather than, our theories and thoughts about the market. If you guys recall from yesterday, I said, yeah, there is a potential that the market could go up from there, but it's never too late to, go long. Today, in the event that the market pumps yesterday, we'll be jumping into a more confirmed move. And ultimately, the system was pointing down, and that's why we called a short, and that was a resounding success. Let me know in the comment section below if you managed to catch, I think it was scenario number 2, where you just continued breaking lower. If you guys recall, that was the line that I marked out right there, and price broke below it. Came back to retest, and by the time the New York session actually starts, in between 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., that is when the move began. And so that is a textbook example of why you trade the system. And ultimately, this is a system that is, well, at the moment has produced, let's take a look. Oh wait, no, this is the setup that I showed today. By the way, if you would like to get access to, not get access, if you'd like to follow along some live trades or just trade ideas, I posted this a couple of hours ago. But yeah, we're currently 125 wins out of the last 158 calls made publicly here on YouTube. So this is a system, I would say, that wins more often than it loses. And so when you have a successful system like this, it's just down to the trader, or it's just down to you to just be disciplined with the system and just continue trading the system and not trade what you think, basically. But anyways, going back to the video today, we're going to make another trade call. Yesterday the daily candle closed bearish, so we are looking for a bearish trade. On the 1 hourly time frame, we have already swept out the Asia highs, and currently price seems to be breaking lower. But let's just mark out, or let's just see if there are any other potential order blocks or just in areas of interest that we can take advantage of. And currently I am also being assaulted by mosquitoes, which is really annoying. For all we know, this could be the reason why I'm sick at the moment. Anyways, this is a bearish order block at the moment. Until this one gets broken through, we are going to be short. But even without the bearish order block, on the daily chart, you have a bearish daily bias, so we're already short anyways. So in terms of the 1 hourly time frame, we're going to look for shorts. Potential second scenario that could happen is if you break below this candle here and you get a 1 hourly close, underneath the exact level is going to be 108,850. Then you can look for just this to become a new bearish order block. Similar setup to what happened yesterday, where we had relatively equal highs, but price ultimately just started breaking lower. And that is also very much valid because it is still in line with the higher time frame bias. Going down to the 5-minute time frame is when you'll see that the Asia high has already been swept. There is also another potential that price could sweep that another time, just like what we predicted on 2 days ago during FOMC, where you guys recall, we in the New York session, even though London has already swept out the Asia highs, you can get another sweep of the London highs before price makes the real move. So today it could happen as well. Currently, I'm already in a trade from here, which is just London. You sweep out the Asia, and then you get CISD here. My entries here, place my stop there. Again, this was posted on Twitter. So, we'll see if this plays out or not. If it doesn't, and we sweep again, and that will just mean that we are continuing to fill in the bearish order block. And between the hours of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm not actually super sure if there is news today. My Forex factory is not working at the moment, and the economic news is not showing on TradingView, and neither is it showing on Forex Factory. So I guess we're just gonna have to eyeball it. Obviously, look for, in the event that you get a sweep, look for the bearish cheese delivery at around 1 hour before news to an hour after news will be the ideal trading window. But otherwise, just look for something like this to happen between the hours of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and you're going to be pretty good. So that's the setup for Bitcoin today. Again, we're just looking for more downside. I know I hold bags of crypto. I would love to see price pump from this point onwards, but the unfortunate reality is that ultimately we're traders and we can make money both up. If the market goes up, we make money. If the market goes down, we make money. This is, and I don't mean to sound cocky here, but this YouTube channel is as one of the most profitable audiences, out of so many YouTube channels. We've managed to avoid almost every single big catastrophe. We have called publicly every single bottom, and it comes as a result of just trading what the system's telling us, and again, not trying to bull post or bear post or Bitcoin's going to go to the moon. I'm sure it will be at some point. I'm sure it will at some point, but that time is not now. And so we're just going to keep trading the system. Now, granted, there is potential that this gets invalidated as well, but again, it's not too late. Next week, once we get a confirmed break of structure, changes in order flow, it's never too late then to jump into a more confirmed trend. But so far, so good. This will potentially be the target at 103,500, but otherwise the current daily low is going to be a suitable target because you have relatively equal lows here at 106,000. Now, not saying that price is going to get there, but in the event that it gets there, that will be your intraday target. But of course, as usual, take your profit at 2R, leave a runner if you want to leave a runner. Next up, we're going to get into Ethereum. Taking a look at the daily bias, it is definitely very bearish as well. Potential target support today, just got a couple of lows there that hasn't been swept yet. In terms of the 1 hourly chart, now you're in a much clearer kind of order block where this is a bearish resistance zone. Price just filled it, and essentially price could go down here from this point onwards where you get a change state of delivery. If you get a 1 hourly candle close below 38.20 by the time you watch this video, it means that price is going to turn this into a new bearish order block. You have a potential heads and shoulders pattern forming at the same time. So that's just a lot of compliment on Ethereum. Feel free to prioritize Ethereum as the short trade here because it's looking a lot more clear compared to Bitcoin, but both are valid, of course, and this will be the intraday target. Take your profit at 2R, leave a runner as usual. Next up, we're going to look at Sol, and in terms of Sol, you have a bearish daily bias. Currently, prices in some sort of bearish imbalance. In the 1 hourly time frame, you have this bearish order block, but you also potentially have a bearish fair value gap right here, which means that in the event that price comes into this area right here, this is also valid, but you could also just break lower from this point onwards. This is also valid. Unfortunately, I cannot just tell you like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be this one or that one. That's not how the market works. Like at the end of the day, I'm recording this video usually like 2, 3, 4 hours before the move actually happens. So the only thing I can do is to prepare you for, whatever scenarios that could happen. Likely scenarios, of course. I'm not just going to say, oh yeah, if it comes here, buy, if it comes here, sell. Like we have a very clear daily bias here, which is, we're looking to sell. I'm just giving you like areas where this could potentially happen. Ultimately, trading is not just about price action. Like everyone and your mother, focuses on price action. Oh yeah, this is support, this is resistance. Oh yeah, price is pumping, price is dumping. But nobody really pays attention to the timing of it, which is, that if you get into, let's say, the fair value gap at around the hours of, let's say 8:30 a.m., which is prime time for New York trading, it's going to be a whole lot different than if you were to tap into this fair value gap at like 5 p.m. when the market closes. There's a very huge distinction there. So whatever happens in the market, you want to kind of align it with what is happening in terms of timing. If you get a break below during that timing window that I mentioned, and that is obviously going to be the higher probability move. In the event that things continue to set up, slowly it inches up towards the fair value gap and then starts breaking down at the timing window that I told you about. That's how you utilize this, these trade calls basically. Anyways, in terms of the 5 minute, you've also swept out the high. Guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet today. Don't expect me to post anything on Twitter later, like at least in terms of trade calls. Also, I'm working on that free masterclass, just teaching you how to use the system as well. If you would like to be, just get first dibs on it, it's completely free. Sign up to the newsletter. The link to sign up will be sent to everyone on the newsletter. You guys are going to get first dibs. I'm going to go get some rest now. And yes, I am actually shivering, even with a hoodie, but in Bali weather. See you guys next week, and good trading.